Good morning, guys. I had my coffee this morning. I'm actually headed down to Dexter, Missouri for a state area meeting that we do every year. And I was thinking to myself, I was thinking about something one of my good friends, my big brother, said to me about, my branding and how all of the brands tie together. The biggest thing that I can tell you about branding and what's important is that when you're an artist and you're creating something and you're trying to birth out these ideas, you're trying to birth out these concepts, it's really hard to know exactly what it is that you're building until you're done. And so my focus with Verdere Prime is building that business, building that focus, building that understanding of, okay, where are we going? What is it? What is the vision that I have for my life personally? What vision do I have moving forward? What vision do I have for my family? What vision do I have for the company, for Ford X? And so, the biggest thing with Serve and Inspire, and my mentor actually told me this. She's like, Justin, you don't need to brand that. You don't need to do it. Serve and Inspire is who you are. Serve and Inspire is what you do every single day. And I was like, yeah, okay. Which she was right. I'm not saying she wasn't right. And the thing about learning and growing and developing is you have to walk that journey, right? And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a visionary entrepreneur, you'll really understand this. If you're an artist, if you're a creative artist, or if you're an ambitious professional, you're going to understand this. So I have a vision of the life that I want to live. I have a vision of where I want to go. I have a vision for the things that I want to do for my life and my family. And I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. And so living that life and helping others, and that was the biggest struggle. I've spent hours listening to content, hours working with people, spent hours with my mentor, spent an hour with other business people, and understand, okay, this is the function and direction we need to go, right? And so the thing that I learned most on this journey is everything that I've done was building up to this moment of really understanding, okay, what am I doing? But as I've studied and read, chaos comes before order, right? So in my mind, it was real chaotic and understanding, okay, what am I trying to accomplish? And, for me, what it feels like is freedom. What it feels like is to live a life that my family doesn't have to worry about resources, and ultimately living a life that pleases God and serves other people, right? And so because of that, I started to get it. So whenever and you'll see in the interview coming up with my videographer, William Jones, and the phenomenal work that he's done and the speaking engagements that I've done, is where I'm going and the vision come together and what it feels like. And I always ask, what does a phenomenon look like, and how do you explain a phenomenon until it happens? Right now, this is my phenomenon moment, and for every person, they live a phenomenon moment and understanding, okay, where are we going? What direction am I going in? What do I need to be learning? What am I missing? And so with the evolution and development of Verdere Prime, that is the focus of, okay, I get it now. I see the vision, and Verdere Prime means to see your best. And every single day, whenever you use the bookmark or you use the journal and you're writing out your thoughts, it's about becoming your best, right? So it just becomes, what is your perspective for life? What does it look like? And so getting on here and developing content, getting on here and working on my speech, getting on here and saying, okay, I'm going to become the best version of myself every single day, every single video. And I've gotten better. So when I first started this mission, I didn't know where I was going. Now I have a clear focus of the future and understanding that it's possible, it's capable. You're capable of doing more. You're capable of becoming your best. You're capable of doing the things that you didn't think you could do. And so I'm excited. I'm excited because it's finally birthed. This thing that was inside me is being birthed out. The thing that was inside me is coming to fruition. The thing that God has given me, and the freedom and the dominion and power to go after it, is right here. And I feel it. I know it. I know this is the timing. I know this is the moment. And so as I head down to Dexter, Missouri, and I love coming down to Dexter. I love these long drives. I turn the radio off. I listen to YouTube, but even then, I just turn off the noises and sounds, and I just think. I just use this time to think and process. And I'm in a car for 2 hours, so it's like, okay, use this time to pray and talk and think and talk to God about different situations and get clarity, because when you get back into that moment and that day-to-day grind, it takes away your focus. It takes away your ability to think. And in this moment, I'm appreciating the drives, because it's like, okay, my time with God. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's my time to sit down and say, okay, God, what are we doing? And to think through situations. And my phone has to be off, or do not disturb, because I'm driving and I don't have to answer calls. I don't have to answer texts or emails, and I can be locked in on the drive. I can be locked in on God's beauty and wonder. And so for me, this is a really neat and exciting time for Deer Prime and a vision and the things that I want to accomplish. The biggest thing that was the driving force a year ago, that's still a driving force, is whenever I was praying and I was enlightened, the enlightenment era. When you're enlightened to things, I was enlightened to the fact that no one's come to save you. Nobody's your savior but God, right? And understanding that, rely on Him and trust Him that He's going to provide resources. And stop trying to rely on other people or organizations or anything to fulfill the thing God's going to do. Now, will He use those people and organizations? Absolutely. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you don't rely on those things. You don't rely on those people. You don't rely on those concepts. You rely on God only, and He will guide that way. And so that's really cool. And so now with Verdeer Prime, so let's talk about Verdeer Prime. It's for visionary entrepreneurs that feel stuck. They feel like, I don't know if I'm going to make this happen. I don't know if I'm going to break into whatever sphere or stratosphere you're looking to break into. And I'm here to tell you, you absolutely will. You absolutely can. With Now Faith, tying it back to that, what I was talking about earlier is serve and inspire. Now Faith, and here we are with Verdeer Prime. And so everything was to develop. Okay, so I got out and serve and inspire, which is not going away. I just understand, and as my mentor told me, and I talked about this earlier, is that's who I am. I wake up every day. Now Faith is important because I'm walking in the now. Every single day I wake up and I say, okay, God, I'm going to be ultra intentional on believing the things that you said. And I'm going to be faithful about this. I'm going to walk in it. I'm going to do it. And then Verdeer Prime is the development of these concepts, right? To see your best, to see the end result, to design the life that you want to live. Don't live your life by accident. Don't live your life because somebody else says you can do this or you can do that. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. Nobody is supposed to lord over or dominion over anybody. Nobody lords over or dominion or anybody. We're all in this together. We do this together. We love each other together. We work on things together. And so it's really important to understand that concept and understand, okay, what direction we're going in. And so that's where Verdeer Prime is going. It's not about the products. It's not about the coaching. It's not about that. It's about living a luxury lifestyle that I know I can live. And it's so different whenever you break out of that mold of, can I do this? And you start saying, yeah, I can absolutely do this. And it's interesting, you start trying to make yourself get permission and ask other people, can I be great? And most of the time, the people that know you do not, and I mean this in the nicest way, they do not comprehend, they do not understand, and that's okay. It's not for them, it's for you to birth this out, and then you be the light and show them that, hey, it is possible for me, it is possible for things that I'm hoping to accomplish and I'm aiming to accomplish. And it's really important to understand that. So what I do is, as a coach and athletics director, people try to box me into that, right? They're like, well, that's what you do. Absolutely, that's my work. That is my professional work. But for me as an entrepreneur and as a business person, this is who I am, right? Now, I am also the AD coach, but I'm not boxed into that, right? And so I think people oftentimes, because they see that, they want to box you in, or they don't comprehend why would you want to do such a thing, right? And it's like, because who says you can't? Who says you can't build a business and still work a professional? You know those things. Why can't I have an e-com store and be a content creator? It doesn't affect my ability to do my job at a high level. And in fact, it makes me a better, more focused, better overall, because every aspect makes you a better individual. And so, you know, the ability to coach and to direct, you know, it goes into building a business. Okay, so when you're working with people, you manage them the same way. And so I think that's important. I think it's extremely critical when you're developing. But so I'm getting closer to Dexter, so that was a good chat. I just wanted to burn some time and just talk to you and have that conversation, and, you know, help somebody, you know, and just build organic content, because I'm actually getting ready to do is use some of this for an ad, and I'm going to do an ad for Vernier Prime. And so, you know, and Vernier Prime's not about promoting this high dollar car, right? Eventually I'll have one of those, and obviously, but that's not what it's about. What I want for other people is to live their best life, to live the best version of themselves possible, not by my standard, but what they actually designed for themselves, what they sat down and designed, what they sat down and said, okay, I think I want this, I want that, I think I want 2 of these, I want one of those. And, you know, and while you're doing that, how does that make other people's lives enriched? And so what this is, it's going to help enrich other people's lives. So that's the biggest thing, is enriching other people's lives and inspiring them to be the best that they can be. All right, well, that's has been my road trip talk. I just wanted to produce some content and have a conversation with you guys. All right, do me a favor, like and subscribe, like and follow. I'm on YouTube at Coach Ford Speaks. I'm on Instagram at Coach Ford Speaks. And then you can check out, I don't have a Facebook like that. I do have a Facebook, but it's not a business profile where you just type in Coach Ford Speaks. But what you can do is go to Rise Above Potential Podcast, which is my podcast. And yeah, you can follow me on there. And I look forward to getting this. I have a vision, but getting the vision mapped out and really focused. Okay. All right. Remember, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, follow on social media, Coach Ford Basketball, Coach Ford Speaks, and Coach Ford Speaks YouTube. Thanks. Bye.